My name is Heather Dunphy. I am a physical therapist at Active PT and Sports in Rochester, Minnesota, and I am bringing you a pregnancy safe Workout Wednesday today. So all of these exercises have been designed with the pregnant mama in mind to keep you feeling good, to keep you moving, and to help you avoid any of those aches and pains as you progress through your pregnancy. Couple things when we think about exercising during pregnancy. Definitely talk to your provider about this. If you are at risk for preterm labor, you're a high-risk pregnancy, you have preeclampsia, bleeding, incompetent cervix, these are things that we probably want to avoid exercises with. So talk to your provider if this is appropriate for you. Other things, when exercising during pregnancy, we want you to move, we want you to strength train, we want you to keep working hard. That is so important for your body now as you change and adapt, and for your recovery after you have the baby. We want to be careful with things that cause us to leak urine with exercise. A lot of high impact, maxing out our lifts, anything that causes coning or doming of the belly, like when you're doing a plank and your belly kind of cones forward. Those are things that we probably want to avoid when exercising during pregnancy. Otherwise, keep working hard, stay cool, stay hydrated. So the first thing that we're going to do is talk about some mobility exercises. These are going to be helpful to keep you moving, keep those tight areas a little bit looser, a little bit mobile as you progress through your pregnancy. And we're going to work on activating our core. And what I mean by that is, hugging the baby or zipping your core up from the bottom up, starting with your pelvic floor and your lower belly muscles. Okay, so we want to work on mobility and activation. Then we're going to move into a strength training workout. I cannot stress the importance of strength training enough during pregnancy. Our bodies are changing so much. We have to be strong and we have to be stable to support those changes and to support kind of that relaxed tissue that we get during pregnancy. Also, strength training is going to help you significantly during your postpartum recovery. All right, so let's get started with that warm-up. The first thing that we're gonna do is called cat-cow. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna look up to the ceiling, extend my spine, lift my tailbone, and then I'm gonna exhale, activate my core from the bottom up, lifting pelvic floor and low belly, rounding my back, tucking my tailbone. Okay, inhale up, exhale down, good. The second thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna activate the core and we're gonna do a single arm lift in this hands and knees position. So again, I'm gonna activate the core from the bottom up, hugging the baby upward. And then I'm gonna extend one arm out, thinking about actively pulling my shoulder blade down and back toward my spine, okay? And then I'm gonna do it on the opposite side. Repeat with the core activation. Actively bringing my arm and my shoulder blade down and back toward my spine. Repeating that 10 times on each side. You can alternate that movement. And what I'm going to do is something called thread the needle or thoracic rotation, okay? Rotating through the upper back. So I'm going to bring my arm down and through my other arm, getting as low as I can. Sometimes the baby might get in the way, and then I'm going to rotate away, opening up, rotating through my upper back. And again, I'm gonna go down and rotate up and away. I'm gonna do that 10 times on each side. After that, I'm gonna lift one leg up into a half kneeling position. And I'm gonna do basically a hip flexor stretch with rotation. So what I wanna do is I want to activate my core and tuck my pelvis upward, lifting my tailbone up to the sky, squeezing this butt muscle, and then rotate away, okay? And I feel a stretch in my hip flexor, and I feel a stretch through this quadricep, and I feel that my glutes are activated. And then I'm gonna come back and relax, do the same thing. Activate, tip the pelvis, squeeze the butt muscle, rotate away. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that 10 times on each side. After that, then we're gonna start our workout. So the workout is gonna be 15-minute EMOM, 5 movements. You're gonna work each minute, you're gonna work for 40 seconds, and then you're gonna rest or transition for the rest of the 20 seconds. So there's 5 movements, so that means you go through each of those movements 3 times in a row. If you have less time, feel free to take out a set of 5. If you have more time and you wanna work a little bit harder, feel free to add on another set of that, okay? But 15 minutes, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds transition and rest, okay? So the first move is going to be a squat to a bicep curl to a chest press. Now, I do recommend having a light pair of dumbbells. If you do not have dumbbells at home, a really easy way to make your at-home weights is to take 2 large water bottles, or to even take 2 empty gallon milk jugs, fill them with water to an appropriate weight for yourself, or fill them with sand. Boom, you have your own dumbbells to work with at home. Okay, so the first move is going to be a squat to single arm bicep curl to press, okay? So I'm gonna squat, curl it up, press it overhead, bring it down, and then I'm gonna do the other side. Squat, curl it up, press it overhead. Squat, curl, press. Good, and then we're gonna move to our second exercise, which is a bent over row to tricep extension. So I like to stand with one foot in front of the other. I'm gonna activate my core, squeezing my belly, hugging the baby, lean forward. I'm gonna row, and then go into a tricep extension, okay? So I'm gonna row, tricep extension, and back down. So that's your second movement. The third movement is going to be a glute bridge with a chest press. You can do this on the floor. I like to do it from a chair, ottoman, couch, whatever you have available at home. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna set your upper back up on the chair, arms out to the side, ready for our chest press. And I'm gonna press through my heels, squeeze my butt up into this glute bridge position, press the dumbbells overhead in a chest press. Bring them back down, lowering my hips down. I'm gonna press up, press, down, down. Thinking about lengthening my glutes on the way down, squeezing my glutes on the way up with the chest press. If that is too much, if that's too hard of a movement, just forget about the chest press. Don't worry about that part, okay? The next thing that we're gonna do is a Romanian deadlift. So basically, I'm gonna hug the baby, hinge forward at my hips as I allow the dumbbells to slide down my legs, okay? And then I'm gonna squeeze my glutes and my hamstrings to come back up. So this movement is coming from my hips. It's a horizontal movement of my hips. So my butt goes backwards as my arms slide down, keeping my back flat, and then squeezing up. Squeezing those glutes and hamstrings as you stand, okay? Be really careful we're not rounding the back here. And then the last move that we're gonna do is a side plank. And you can do this for 20 seconds on one side and then 20 seconds on the other side. Side plank is a really good core exercise for pregnancy versus a front plank, because it keeps a lot of that pressure off the very front of the abdomen where we get that coning in the front plank. But you don't get that so much in the side plank. So again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into position. I'm gonna make sure I'm activating my core, hugging that baby up, get into my side plank position, hold that for about 20 seconds. If that is too challenging, I'm gonna bring my leg down like this and then hold it for 20 seconds. So it's a little bit easier. All right, after you do that, again, we're gonna repeat those 5 movements 2 more times for a total of 15 minutes. Then I like to cool down with those same warm-up moves as I started with, and then you'll be on your way. All right, here's to another Workout Wednesday. Have a great day, guys.